Alright, hello, good morning, and welcome to yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. It is I, your host, PoGokeRo. Bam, I'm here. Captain Pones is running a bit late. I will carry on in the meantime. Yes. So hello out there in internet land and in the future. I have had some crazy adventures this week. I will indulge you once Captain Pones arrives. But in the meantime, yeah, check out my farm. You know what happened? I don't know what was going on, but for some reason I was noticing like a bunch of melons were not getting harvested. They just were sitting up there and rotting away. Like, what was going on? I dug out underneath here and found out that somehow my cart that was going back and forth had disappeared. It just wasn't there anymore. So now I've just left it open so I can see it and ensure that it is indeed working. And it is now. Let's see what we got here. Yes, got pumpkins going, everything. Alright. So yes. What else has been going on? Let me see. Let me show you the new express line. Oh, Central Memorial Station. Yes. So I have renamed this in Pocky Point. This is now an express line. It goes directly to Pocky Point. Oh, watch this awesome adventure. Look at this. It's one of the first lines I ever made. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not select it? What's going on here? I must have pressed the wrong button. You pressed the wrong button! Alright. That one. The light is on. Select the cart. Hop in my cart. Get in. Alright. It's the first. It was one of the first lines I made in this train station. Actually, it hooked up with other lines that was going to the swamp house. But I have made a special line. I noticed that, number one, I don't like having to fight monsters on the ground all the time. That's the old line. And I made lots of turns and elevation changes, and man, that's no fun. That was just not at all interesting. It made me kind of sick, I guess. I don't know. And then that junction was no longer needed because, like, there's not really any point. There's nothing out here. Until something comes out here, there's no point. It just sits there. And look at all those elevation changes and turns, man. Oh, it was just too much to handle. It wasn't a very smooth ride. I did not enjoy it. This new line, you will notice, is elevated. And so I don't have any problems with monsters. It is also very, very straight. So there's no jarring turns. It's easy to snipe monsters this way. To come back through later on a horse and collect all the experience points. And then, oh look, a sudden turn. Oh, the lack of inertia. And then here's old Skyrock Junction, but no one ever goes to Skyrock, so why do I even need this junction there anymore, right? So I just like don't even have it. I mean, if I ever need it, I can hook it back up, but for the moment, I don't need it. I'll get you, skeleton. All right, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? And there's Pocky Point. Pocky Point. And then come back into the station. So yeah, this is what I have done. I made a point. I'm still working on it. I need to light it up. It's pretty dark in most of the areas. I've got some torches, but not enough. So yeah, that's my next goal. on this thing is to light up the various. Turn around. To light up the track so no monsters spawn on it. But this is the direct line straight to Pocky Point, and then the next stop is gonna be Swamp House. That's cool, man. And then yeah, so I like this elevated track because it's a lot less jarring, a lot less monsters. You can just AFK really and go from one safe place to another and not even pay attention. No monsters are gonna get you up here. No creepers blowing up my track.
I got the newest version of cheese sampling. How you get that, man? That ain't even out yet.
Ooh.
Check it out. Man, give me that. Let me see that.
Oh, wait, let's listen to this.
Give me that. Give me that.
Where'd it go?
Man. I hit dude with a frying pan. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, man. I better call the paramedics, man. I'm gonna call the doctor. What? Well, I just want to hear this tape first.
I'm listening.
Oh, there he is. He's back. Hey, what's up?
You just told me to listen. I said I've been listening. Maybe I wasn't talking loud enough. I turned my mic down. It was
I didn't hear you at all, man. I haven't heard you. I didn't know. How long you been here?
Just like a minute.
Okay. Let me turn down my music.
Food problems. Normally, if it was me, I would have taken it on the chin, but with the kids, I had to freaking go back. I hate that stuff.
Okay, I see. La la la. Testing mic check. I'm messing with the levels. I probably shouldn't mid-stream, but you know. All right, here we go. Ooh, monster. It could potentially get me. I need to fix this right here. But yeah, hey, dude, I made a express line for Pocky Point, which is what I was showing off while you were not here. Taking care of your food stuff.
Pretty awesome rainbow thing you have there.
Oh yeah, it's not me, dude. That's Unifariagon. She is making that awesome rainbow thing.
That thing is awesome.
Oh, did you spawn at Pocky Point?
I don't know. I spawned right in front of that rainbow, right by that rainbow.
Yeah, you did. You don't have a minecart, man. Let me bring you a minecart. Hold on.
Hold on.
Do you have a minecart on you?
I do.
Ah, then just
Sorry.
yeah, stick a minecart in that track and come back to the.
No, I said I do not have a minecart.
Oh, haha, Trump.
Sorry, I lied.
All right, where are here? Keep talking, dude. I need to adjust your levels.
Yeah, because my mic is bad, really bad, so I had to lower it on my end. It's popping.
Oh, okay. So wait.
One, so.
Maybe in Discord I can get you. Hold on.
Yeah, it might be Discord or something. Just raise that.
Yeah, it is Discord.
Okay.
Keep going, dude. Keep talking to me.
Hello. My name is Kevin.
There we go.
I am 21 years old. I'm very built. I have arms that are bigger than Hulk Hogan's.
So, are we in a Chuck Tingle novel?
Chuck Tingle. I know that. I've heard the name.
Dude, I've been talking about him forever. Chuck Tingle, the Taekwondo master and erotic author, Dr. Chuck Tingle, from Billings, Montana. He's the guy who's all talking. His tagline is "Prove love is real."
Prove love is real.
Yeah, dude, Chuck Tingle. He's the bomb. The bomb.
How did she get those? Oh, she dyes the rocks, huh, or the blocks.
Yeah. Oh no. It's colored wool. It's just wool, and the sheep are different colors. So she has one colored sheep.
Oh, so she has to murder all those sheep?
No, she shears them. She shears them.
Oh man, I guess that's good enough.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome how it goes right to the clouds.
Yeah. I think she wanted to make it like an arch. So she's gonna make it like land somewhere.
Dude, that's awesome.
So are you riding the cart back?
Oh, I'm gonna write it right now. I'm getting over
Okay.
there. I was just mesmerized by
right? Like
the rainbow. Seriously, I was like, man.
Wait.
Good God.
Wait till you're on the cart, then you'll get an even awesome review.
Hold on, so I am there, and you sent the cart, you said, right?
No, I didn't send the cart. Oh, you need a cart.
Oh yeah, I need a cart.
All right, well,
I lied to you.
All right. So let me go grab a cart, and then I'll come to you with a cart.
Yeah, so it works on the whatchamacallit. I was on it on the Switch the other day.
Oh, good. How does it run?
It seemed okay. I mean, I didn't really play it much. I just wanted to see, because I remember you said that they fixed it, so I got on and it is fixed. But like when I logged on, I was in my account, I was in your world, but I didn't have any of the items that I have right now. You know, like when I log on the computer, I have all these items. When I logged on the Switch, I didn't have any of these. It seemed like I was a new character, same account though and everything, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, be careful that you don't lose all your stuff on your.
Yeah, I know. I was tripping out. I was like, that's weird.
Man, I have so many things to tell you about. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. So, okay, I mean, are you ready? Can I tell you?
No, I got freaking, it, just so you know, it is, everybody's over here sleeping over, so I got kids everywhere.
Okay,
so I'll be muting off and on. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I've got like, major things are going on. Did you see Trump go to Helsinki to go meet with Putin?
I heard about the meeting, but I didn't.
Holy crap, dude! That guy is obviously totally bought out. Just watch it. Watch the press conference. He is afraid of Putin.
Well, I know while he was at the press conference, he said something about how the whole thing was fake and all that, or how something about the whole investigation was stupid. And then when he came back, they were like, "Yeah, you can't say that." So then he was like, "Oh yeah, he's obviously doing something." Like
no, man,
like that, kind of like
watch the video. Watch it. You have to watch it with your own eyes. Watch it, and you will see the way Trump is so craven next to Putin. Like, he's so weak. He can't answer anything. He's lying about everything. You have to watch it for yourself. Okay, that's one thing, right? And then the next thing is that he went into the meeting with only one person, an interpreter, and that's it. Right?
Why?
Because Putin is the only one with any record of what happened. That's why Russia can say, "Oh yeah, we have all these agreements about all these things," but none of us Americans know what he's talking about.
That's so weird.
No, it's not weird, dude. He fucking he sold us out.
That though is what I'm saying. Like, he can go, "Yeah, I just want to go in here with this."
He cannot do that. That's what I'm saying. He cannot.
So then how is he able to go in there with just him and an interpreter then?
Because
that's what I'm saying. How is he able to be let into the room? Like, is he just because I'm president, I'm gonna go into the room? Is that what he's saying?
Who would stop him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because he's the president, nobody's gonna be like, "Well, you do what you want. If you want to shit out here on the street, do it."
His advisors would advise against it for sure, and people would stop him. But what happened though? But what happened to all the people who would? What happened to all the people who would say no to Trump? What happened to all of them? He fired them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would happen basically if someone was like, what I'm trying to get is there's nobody that can tell him, "No, you can't do that." It's because he's basically president, right?
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some sort of checks and balances to make sure certain things don't happen. Like, nobody can sit there and go, "Nope, you can't do that." That's you know.
Yeah, well, technically, it's supposed to be Congress, right? Really, Congress is supposed to be all over.
Yeah, I mean, what are they really gonna do at that moment in time? You know, like.
Well, no, they can do tons of stuff. They can subpoena the interpreter to find out what happened. They can issue.
Oh, you mean now they can? But I'm talking about at that moment, like when it's happening. Like, what are they really gonna do? Call Congress at that moment and be like, "He's going in the Reno."
No, but there can be consequences.
But now,
for what you did.
now there's gonna be, you know, now there can be something that he's held accountable for.
Oh, that's nice. That's working out.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna blow my nose real fast.
All right. Yeah, the problem is that no one is holding him accountable. So yeah, hey, no one is holding Trump accountable. It would normally be Congress, but Congress is like, no, that's all right. As long as we have power, go ahead, you do what you want to do. We're making money and passing legislation and installing our judges that are going to be in place for life. Like, so like they're kind of going along with the coup, is what I'm saying. Hey, come this way. I can't hear you, man.
Oh, sorry. I always move this mic up, and it does that.
Yeah.
So you don't really think they're just going along with it because they really have to by now? They're just like, well, we're kind of
they don't
deep now.
No, they don't have to. Well, here, you know why they're in too deep?
There's something on them.
There's something on them, right?
Yeah,
they all took Russian mob money.
They've all done something now. Yeah, they're like, God dang it, like.
So hey,
and
Kevin,
by mob money, you mean
here.
Russian banks over there are known to be mob
corrupt,
owned, right?
Yeah,
but
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go to Skyrock Junction. I'm gonna change that to whatever. But check out this view of the. Yeah. Close these doors.
Dude, that is awesome. Look at that, Corey. Hey, 2 players. Get out of here and go to 2 players. Back at the beginning, he'll show you. Ay, ay, ay. These kids crazy.
So the only other check we have right now would be voting. Alright, and then after that check, we have like a jury box. We can like, but the thing is that Trump, as long as he's president, he can't. Ooh, what happened? Oh, there. As long as he's president, he can't be indicted for any crimes. So what Mother has to do is first prove that Trump obstructed justice or did something and lied or did something to cause Congress to impeach him. But these Republicans won't impeach him no matter what because they're in on it. They all took Russian mob money that his organization laundered, and they all did it through and his organization and the NRA. Did you hear about that?
No, so you basically you mean like through like campaign money and things like that event somehow?
So, okay, it's like Russians like, hey, we have all this dirty money that we have, this Russian dirty mob money, but we need to give it to you somehow. How about we donate it through Citizens United, because you know that court case that says Citizens United, that
no
big
idea.
thing. All right, so a while ago, the Roberts Court ruled that pretty much that money is free speech. You can't stop money from coming into a political campaign. So that opened the gates to, before there was like a limit, and you had to declare where you got the money from. And
when did that change?
When did that change? Like, I think 2012, the Citizens United court case.
So pretty recently.
Yeah. And then we had that made a bunch of super PACs, and super PACs are like vehicles through which anonymous donors can put in money. So you don't know where it came from. China, Russia, who knows where.
Man.
So all this money is coming in. All this money is pouring in. And the way Hillary tried to fight it was she just got a few billionaires on her side, and they donated like half her campaign. That's how she fought the dark money. So she fought dark money with dark money. Oh, what happened? Why are you over there?
I don't know. That's why I just said it. Did it kick you out too? Oh no, it kicked me out.
Oh, okay. Well,
What the heck was that?
I don't know.
It was like, get off my car.
You know, that's kind of shady in and of itself, but you know, fight dark money with dark money. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But really, like, it didn't work. You just got to get money out of politics. You just got to get it out. Citizens United is the opposite of what we should be doing. We shouldn't be putting more money into politics.
Whoever has the most money is obviously going to get their face around, and the more people go to the polls that don't know, they're going to be like, oh, do this. I was like, is that a dude right there? But it's just your armor rack.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna, because I mean, honestly, I've done it before. Like, I go to the, when I go to the polls and they have like the state, and all that stuff. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Just this, or I'll leave it blank.
Yeah. But really, you don't have here, look at this real quick. Yeah, that's what collects all the melons.
What the heck? What
So-
melon?
Okay, so these are melon vines, like either melon or pumpkins. And they're all planted, they're all ready to go, and they don't need water to grow, they just kind of grow. So there's only one direction they can grow, which is straight toward the piston. And as soon as they grow there as a full melon, it goes into that observer block, which fires off, which lights up the power, which shoots off all of these pistons. They push off the melon onto the dirt, and then it gets picked up by the hopper cart, and then the hopper cart dumps it into this this box here.
What the? Really? So they grow up, they hit the fire.
No, they hit the observer block. That's the observer block there.
You mean the clear thing?
No, the thing about the gray thing behind it with the pointing up arrow. The flat side is the direction it's looking at, and the pointy side.
Oh,
is
so that's actually a block then, right here.
Yeah, that gray thing.
Yeah, because it's because it's flat. I'm like, oh, but okay.
So back here you can see it. This is probably a better way. Here, let me put a.
Yeah, but the pumpkins aren't anywhere near. The vines aren't any. Which way do the pumpkins grow? Do they grow up or do they grow to the right?
Jump up here. Come into the back over here, and then use this block.
The way that I see it, I'm like.
Okay, so what happens is these
they would
pumpkins
grow through here, right?
No, they grow only one direction here, but this is looking
yeah,
straight.
That's why I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, this looks straight down, and so
why did they grow that way?
Because that's the only direction it can grow.
Because you have it blocked off?
Yeah. Okay, and so as soon as something gets there, that updates the detector block, observer block.
No, I get the rest. I just, at first, I thought they grew right here. That's why I was saying, like...
No, they grow over here. They grow over here. Okay.
I'm just tripping out. Okay, so yeah, you basically block it so they can only grow that way.
One direction, yes.
Okay.
And then I don't even have to pay attention. It's just like...
Oh, okay.
As soon as, whenever I want melons, I go over here and I'm going to the village. Let me grab some melons to trade for emeralds. So...
I just take the emerald. Did you see that video I popped in Discord?
No.
Oh, it's so good. At least I think it's hilarious.
Alright. So, wait, where else are we going here?
We were gonna slaughter some sheep for colored wool.
No! I don't even harvest these guys. I'm gonna kill that guy. Big dude out there.
How dare you! Oh my god! Kill that horse?
No, I killed the,
Disappeared. You see that, everybody? He killed the horse and he disappeared. Don't believe the hype.
It's a chicken. Alright, hey, we're gonna go somewhere. I don't know where to go. But I wanna keep talking about something. Oh yeah, let's go to Mesa Point. Mesa Junction.
Point of Mesa.
Not Mesa Point, Catacombs.
We are going to Indestructible.
Catacombs.
Le
You've been
Casa
there.
de Pones.
Is your monument ready?
No. Don't go there yet.
Okay.
Hold on. Are we gonna go to the long haul to the Northern Sea?
Have you not been there?
That's very specific. So look, I have been to here. This is my favorite place right here, Reset Point. I've also been. This is the village, right?
Yeah.
Seeker Station is what? That middle one in the middle?
The ice.
Okay. Oh, maybe not, and maybe not. I don't think these two. I don't remember an ice one.
Okay, so let's do the ice one first. That one's a short one. So hit that.
And then after we'll end it on Reset because I enjoy that.
All right. So go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I keep going from controller. I don't know why to freaking keyboard. It's because I keep drinking my coffee and then I grab the keyboard. Oh, it kicked me out.
It did?
Your thing's broken.
Not my thing. You know, they have a new update and it's got bugs galore.
I'm just messing with you. I'm going right now.
Oh, okay.
It did kick me out, but I told the minecart to stop, and it stopped and waited for me, and then I hopped back in, and then it took off again.
Well, good.
It knows.
It's an obedient minecart. They don't obey
Yeah,
me.
it does.
I have to force it. I'm like, obey the laws of physics if you don't obey me. Of course, there are no laws of physics in this game. But, you know. I need to make those turns nicer going to Pocky Point. They're pretty jarring. So yeah, this is Siku Station. Siku is ice in Inuit.
Ah.
So, ice station.
Why did I stop?
Oh no, you're coming back at
what's
me.
going
No!
on? Oh my god, no! My neck! Oh, my neck!
But there's no inertia.
Oh,
Keep
God,
going.
I'm
Keep.
about to-
Do you want to keep going or get out? All right.
Hold on, I need to call Big Al. Oh god, he needs to freaking send me to a doctor because I think I've never been here. It's pretty
All right.
awesome.
Yeah, this is a big
Big Al, Big Al.
iceberg.
No, I'm just playing, Bubba. It's not my neck. Give me a kiss. I'm playing. Go ahead, go play. Thank you, though. He looked at me in my neck. He was like, "What's happening?" I was like, "No, I'm good."
Playing make believe.
Oh, good. Sorry, my apologies.
So-
He was pretty concerned.
All right, let me tell you more, right? About like what's going on, why it's so important. Because some big things are going on, right? I'm telling you, like Trump's a traitor, is what I'm saying. All right, here, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
All right, hold on.
And we can come back here one like.
Where are you?
I came
Oh,
back
you
to the
went
station.
Back up. I thought
Yeah.
you went back down.
So
What am I getting back in?
Yeah, get back in your cart or a cart.
Yeah.
All right, here we're going to Grandfather Mountain. All right,
That's
turn
where I
around.
met
No, keep
Sarah
going to
at.
Grandfather. Yeah, turn around and go to Grandfather Mountain.
This way?
Where I'm
Oh,
going.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know where Grandfather Mountain is. That's where me and Sarah met on our first date. We ate there.
Really?
No, that's pretty crazy.
Oh, I gotta show you a map of it then.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
We climbed all the way to the top, and I was dying because I had to carry all the food and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into any specifics, but we had a good time.
I
We
bet.
went there and we just went to sleep all night and woke up in the morning refreshed and climbed back down. Great. Grandfather Mountain.
And how old is Taylor again? No.
Taylor's 22. I had her when I was very young. Oh no! It's like a Disneyland ride. Oh no! Don't eat there.
All right.
Why do I
So,
always
yeah.
have trouble getting out of this thing?
There's a map for Grandfather Mountain. I bet you stayed the night with
I
her.
know where it is. It's right on the very northernmost peninsula. Come on now.
All right. Here, let's go to the top, and then I'm gonna
Doesn't
stop
it
and chill.
overlook like it usually overlooks all the snow stuff, right? Oh, look at that. See, I knew I remembered. See?
You knew this?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I told you. This is where I met Sarah at. Grandfather Mountain, yo. See, look at snow stuff. Told you.
Okay. So what else is going on? Let me tell you. So you know, there's mother indicted a Russian spy. Have you been hearing about that?
See, all of this stuff I hear about, right? But I don't hear the in-depth stuff, right? Like all I do is hear it. Like I said, I hear it in passing if they're watching the news, or I hear, you know, maybe someone will mention something somewhere, you know. But that's about it.
Okay, so they found this. There's this Russian spy. She's like 29 years old. She uses sex
I've heard about that. Yeah.
to like get in. Right. So she did that with the NRA, a bunch of
Wait.
congressmen.
She uses it to what?
to
get in.
to get into organizations and get connections and get a whole bunch of whatever to manipulate people to.
I was just saying,
to her-
isn't that usually what you do with sex? Is to get in?
Well, I don't want to get into specifics, right?
Hey, I'm just saying.
So, but she did that to yeah. I mean, she's a spy. She's like the. She's
Yeah,
like,
I definitely heard about that because I thought it was you know, it's you don't hear about it too often, like people getting caught. And then when I looked at her, I was like, dude, she's like super young.
yeah,
Like, right? She's really young.
yeah.
Like, I guarantee dudes were like all over her, you know, like, oh yeah, what do you want to know?
So-
Sure.
I bet you she's gonna flip because she doesn't want to spend her life in prison. Now, she's young.
Yeah, well, of course
There's no
not.
way.
But then, yeah.
And then, okay,
Is the stuff that you get from her credible? How do they know it's credible? Is it lie detector and all that kind of stuff? And like,
no, they it's just leads, and then they can testify, and that's the thing. Like they'll testify, right? And it's like, here, okay, if she takes a plea deal, that's the thing. Hey, I explained this before. Like when people take a plea and it's a light plea, it's not because there's a weak case against them. It's because what they offered was really, really good. But the prosecution...
That's what I'm getting into, is like, I'm getting into how do they know that the info she is giving is good? Not the info we're getting off of her, but like, how do they know that, yeah, she's telling us the correct info when they're drilling
because
her,
they,
you know?
because
like,
they...
the lie detector?
No,
do they
because they're
she
leads.
gives them stuff and then they follow up on it, basically,
yes.
right?
She
if they're
says...
legit, then they're like, all right, she's telling us the truth.
Yeah, and if she was lying, we're going to add more charges to you. Now you're double.
But then how long can that take, though? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if some of the leads are like the type where it's like, you know, they're not like where you can just readily tell, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you have the person, depends, right? I mean, this woman is in custody. They decided to arrest her and charge her, mainly because they're afraid of her running and leaving. Like, they wanted to grab her before she like did anything like that. So, and Manafort, like, Manafort's in prison. He was at house arrest, but he violated his parole because he contacted some Russians while he was under house arrest. What an idiot! Either he's an idiot or he doesn't.
I remember that. Yeah, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, so
or just, you know, he's like, he said, I'm gonna get pardoned, right? Or I'm just gonna get let off. Like, this is ridiculous. It's so stupid.
Yeah. So, man. So that's going down. Then my big thing is that Trump is now saying that we're all friends, buddy with Putin and with Russia, and that we should turn around and just be friends with Russia. And he's saying this right after we charged their spy with like trying to like overthrow our government. And in the indictment it mentions like US citizens. So there's definitely a conspiracy going on. Certainly there is. And Trump is like saying, no, the guy who did it, he's our friend. Like, what? And okay, now I'm gonna get into more serious stuff. All right, I mean that sounds serious, right? I mean, I would hope that you can appreciate the gravity of what I'm saying here. That we have. Okay. How you're saying? Well, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't, you know, whatever. Rah rah rah. Let me tell you about my week. When I saw Trump talking to Putin and like pretty much like surrender to Putin, I lost my shit, or I couldn't handle it. And then he started talking about having Putin come here to America. I got even more angry. And I went around and I started asking people what they thought about this. And I talked to some old people in a restaurant, in a fast food restaurant. And they told me I was lying and I had fake news. They wouldn't listen to me.
You mean they told you that?
Yeah, I was telling them what happened. They said, "No, we don't believe you. It's fake news. You're full of fake news. You don't know what's happening." And then so I started talking. Like I tried to talk to another old person who was reading a newspaper, and he told me to get lost, that I was lying. And then this homeless guy came from outside, said I should be nice to the old people because they know more than me. I should leave them alone. I couldn't believe it. It was nuts. Okay, so wait. So the next day, so I was really, really upset, right? This is making me crazy. The next day, I made a sign of a picture of Trump and the word traitor on, under his picture. Just a sign, right? A sign. Here, I can go. It's in my car. I can't show you, but I made a sign, and I went to McDonald's and they were there again. Or I said the restaurant, sorry. I went to the restaurant and they were there again, So I sat down right at the table next to him, put up my sign, and drank my coffee. And then I went to take a picture of my sign, and they got so upset they called the police.
What?
Yes, they called the police on me. And then one of the old ladies went to get the staff, and as she walked by me, she elbowed me. She threw her elbow at me.
Nice.
And she hit me. Yes, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh.
That is so awesome. That is crazy. How old are they?
Dude, like 70, 80?
Oh, that is great. She's just like, I'm about to give you a shot, sucker. You know why she did it? Because she's like, you ain't hitting me back. I'm going to elbow you. I'm going to get away with this. Oh, God. I would be like, I need your camera footage. Like, this lady accosted me. Like, I literally would have freaking rubbed it in her face. I'm not kidding you after she'd done that to me.
Okay, well, no, they called the police. And I recorded it. But
there's no way she's hitting me. McDonald's has video footage of her elbowing you.
Okay,
That's her hitting you. Oh.
Okay, now wait. Now the next part is then I started walking around the neighborhood and I asked random people what they thought. And some people, the homeowners, you know, the people who I would think would be like pro-Trump were a little more like, oh, I don't know about him, right?
Yeah.
And then the people who lived at the apartment, like, depended, right? If, like, some of them were like, we don't know what's happening, but F Trump. And some of them like, well, we don't know what's happening, but I love Trump. And some of them are like, get out of here or we'll call the cops on you. I was like, whoa!
It's like I said, people nowadays, they just don't have enough time to worry about the political stuff. So they just worry about their lives, and when it comes around, they're just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I got too much to worry about.
Yeah,
and especially if some random dude's gonna come up, like, and start asking him, come on now, I do it all the time. I curve people every time they come to the house. As soon as they start talking, I don't want to hear it. I mean, not to be rude or nothing, but I don't. And as soon as they start talking, I'm like, here it comes. I'm like, no thanks. Then I just walk away, and that's it.
I know, but man,
like,
but
it's gotta,
but that's the thing, it's gotta be done. People gotta know, man. Like, that's what's got us into this mess. Okay, so wait, let me keep going, because I'm not done yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so that's what happened, right? Alright.
I just can't believe that she hit you, though. Like, everything, she can get mad and all that and call the cops, but her hitting you is just, that doesn't help anything, because if you were to do that to her, I guarantee you woman would have had a fit. Like, this lady would have been like, this dude hit me on this old person and he hit me. Not that it's just a woman, but like this person been like, I'm an old person and they elbowed me. Like, this lady just did it because she knew that you weren't gonna hit her, you know?
Well, she could get away with it. I mean,
or she could get away with it, yeah. Like, oh no, I'm not kidding you. I would have been like, I want that freaking camera footage of the freaking McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, watch her hit me.
But see, that distracts my point.
I know.
My whole point is not like
that. Just makes me mad.
My point is to get them to see that Trump is a traitor.
Yeah. I know. But everybody, she should just, like, without you being able to do that stuff, you know, some sort of a peaceful protest, or just walk around and do that, like, you know, without having to have someone like accost you or do something like that. I mean, come on now. What else are you supposed to do? That's so lame. And I know it's just an elbow from a 70-year-old, but what if it wasn't, you know? Like, it's just... Or, I mean, some 70-year-olds are fit and they walk. What if this lady was those ones that walk with those 5-pound weights and had some guns on her?
No, wait. It gets... Here. This is the problem. I know of a man in Reno. I know of a couple. The great couple. They're a beautiful, wonderful couple. And maybe 40s or 50s, I don't know. But they're a great couple, and they artists. And there was some event in downtown Reno. Some guy from out of town, some gangster from out of town. I don't know who he was. Some bad guy from out of town was there, and he started defacing vandalizing one of the sculptures right downtown, right on the main street. So the woman of this couple was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, stop that. I can't believe you're doing that to our city. And this out-of-towner started getting in her face. And he's a big dude, right? He's just some dude and gets in her face. And then so, of course, her man is going to try to, like get in between and, like, separate the two. So when he does, the out-of-towner cocks him. Bah! Just pops him. Sucker punches him. And the guy, like, fully functional, normal, cool adult, gets punched in the head, knocked out, falls, hits his head, brain damage, coma, months, and he came out, and he's effed up, man. He is effed up, and I can't even tell you what it's like to have a head injury.
And you see, and that's the problem nowadays. Why a lot of people don't, when stuff goes down, that's why people don't do anything. It's because even though let's say that wasn't his wife, like it was just some normal person, I guarantee you majority of the people probably just would have watched him yell at her instead of getting into it, because nowadays like people are so unstable. You tell this guy to stop and next thing you know he's pulling out a knife or a gun or something, it's nuts. People are crazy.
So okay, did I tell you about what was going on at the Saturday market last week? I started to, I got sick.
You started to. I can't believe you took that episode down. You're out your mind.
I put it back up. All right.
I was gonna say you gotta keep. I was like, I kept up my very first episode I ever put up on my website, on my freaking YouTube channel, and that thing had no sound the whole hour. That thing was great. You just see me into it, and I'm talking, and Corey's talking, and I'm just like, I have no sound. I am an idiot. I was like, this is great. I was like, very first episode. I was like, oh, it's so good. But yeah, you were going to, and then all of a sudden you were like, nope, that's it. I thought I could do it, but it's not happening. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Once you started talking, like your stomach, your stomach. Well, no, I know how it is when you're like that. And when you're not doing anything, it's fine. But once you start talking and you start to like try to act normal, like your body's like, nope, things aren't normal. Don't act like they're normal. You know what you did to me. It's like don't try to change the subject. And then I just knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Okay,
I don't get sick very often.
Last weekend at the Saturday market, there's a bunch of crypto fascists. Right? They hide themselves. They're fascists, but they're hidden. They don't want people to know.
Fascists or what?
Fascists are people. Okay.
Definition. Yeah. Okay. Go. I have ideas, but I want like a nice definition, like
Okay, so I'm sure you've heard the thing about like, oh, the socialists. That's Hitler's party, right? You've heard that.
Socialist being
Hitler's
same thing.
Party. All right, so that's okay. What they're talking about is that back in the day in Germany, Hitler's party was the National Socialists. The key word there is nationalists, right?
Okay, now I've heard that before thrown around here and all that.
The opposite, what I'm a democratic socialist. Me, Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio, I don't know the rest of her name. I gotta look it up.
And what's a socialist? Is that just like...
Okay, so socialist is a person who thinks that the means of production should be controlled by the people. So, what that means is that, like, and what that really means is that people should be controlling the state, the government. So, because then once the people control the government, then the people can use the country's resources to help out the people. Example, Norway. Norway is a country that's oil rich. They have a sovereign wealth fund, which means all their oil revenue, all the money they make from their oil goes into this fund for the whole country, not just for a private entity, but for the whole country. And that sovereign wealth fund is huge. It's huge. Okay. That's why they're rich. Right? So America is also a oil wealthy country. However, all of our nation's wealth is privately exploited. It's privatized. So that all that money goes to private corporations. So we don't have a sovereign wealth fund to like make our country great like Norway, because all that money goes to a bunch of rich people, and then we have to like, okay, wait. Anyways, so the difference is with democratic socialism, you want socialism for all the people, for everyone. For national socialism, you want socialism for a small group of people, and capitalism for everyone else.
Okay.
So, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part.
So, okay, so for, like, okay, so the Confederacy is a sort of fascism, a kind of ethno-fascism, the Confederacy. So they want socialism for their little group of people, for rich white people. They want socialism. Okay. They want to protect the wealth. They want all these things to help the rich white people. but they want hardcore capitalism for the poor white people and the minorities.
All right.
Right. If you're poor and you need welfare, you have to work as a slave to get this welfare.
And you can pretty much, it works having it, trying to keep it split like that, trying to do that and that.
What do you mean?
You see what I'm saying? Like, so you're basically saying what they want is they want them to have it one way and the others to have it one way. Like, can you?
Yeah, like the Confederacy. I mean, you can try it, but I think that's unjust. And remember, justice is a goddess, and if you mess with her, she'll get you over time. Like, there's a cosmic balance you don't mess with.
Yeah.
And humans are working to express a better version. America, right? That's one of our patron goddesses, is justice. So America is always striving to make a more perfect manifestation of justice. And fascism is the opposite. It cares nothing for justice. It cares only for power. It's all about power, because that's how you enforce it. Because there's no rational reason why you should keep all the good stuff for only a small group of people and make everyone else like scramble for the scraps. There's no good reason for that. There's nothing. There's no way you can justify it. If you can't justify it, like, people would say, all right, well then we're not going to do it. But you want to keep it going that way. Like, no, it benefits me. I want to keep it going this way. So F you guys, we're going to make it keep going this way. So last week at the Saturday market, right, there's this group of fascists. They're crypto fascists. Fascists, Nazis, they know that if they come out and say, yeah, we're fascists, people are going to be like, boo, boo. No, so they never want to come out openly as a fascist, right? They always hide it. And these guys are pretty clever. Pacific Greens, man, that's like, maybe they didn't start out as a fascist group, but they got infiltrated by fascists. So I went to the Saturday market and last week, and there was this group, and I thought they were just 9/11 truthers, right? I thought all they did was.
What do you mean 9/11 truthers?
They're the people that say 9/11 was a conspiracy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm way over this song. Hold on.
What do you think about that?
No, I don't want to get into it.
I was gonna say I've never asked you about that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it right now. It's a long thing.
Oh, all right.
But I'm
I think it's pretty interesting. I mean,
yeah.
I like listening to both sides. I think it's something, I mean, that's just me though. But I think
it's a distraction. It's a distraction from what's going on now. So
it is. That's true.
Crypto so this is why I know that group is a group of crypto Nazis. At first, I disregarded the 9/11 truthers. I'm like, whatever, you guys are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm seeing what they really are, which is they're psyops. They're like corrosive to our society, because like I started noticing that their signs are changing. But first it was like their signs are very ambiguous, right? It's never anything clear. So they have to really take a position. You have to talk to them, and then that's when they can use their snake oil magic on you and do all these false dichotomies in your head. So you're not like, they give you stuff that you can agree with, but then they start throwing in stuff that doesn't, like that twists, and it's hard to describe it. But anyways, they were 9/11 truthers, and then I noticed, and I got angry, and so I had no signs. They had a bunch of signs, and they had like 4 or 5 people, and they had chairs, and they had like monopolized the whole free speech corner. So all I had was my voice, so I was yelling at like everything and everyone. I was so angry. And then yeah, the merchant, the
I read your tweets.
Yeah, the staff had to come up to tell me to pipe down or get kicked out. And then this other man came up and he engaged me for a while. There's an Enderman here. I'm gonna chill.
An Enderman came and engaged you for a while? What the heck?
No, a cool guy. He was a cool guy that came and engaged me for a while. But
he talked to you like pretty civilly?
Yeah, and it was all right. Okay, and then the next this week now, right? Now we're coming to this week. All the stuff at McDonald's happened. All the stuff in the neighborhood happened. I caught an Enderman, haha.
I'm trying to work my way back up. I don't know how to work my way back up. I'm stuck.
Go for a swim. So I went to the Saturday market like yesterday. You know, I know last time it was a problem because I was so loud and made the merchants upset. So this time I made a sign. I didn't have to say nothing. I just held my sign. So it was high noon, and I showed up, and I took my position in the shade and just holding my sign with my back to the fascists. And they yelled at me. They kept trying to engage me, but I wouldn't even talk to them. I wouldn't even talk to them. And then they called the police. They called the police.
And then what happened with the police? Did they make you leave?
Unbeknownst to me, they called the police, and the police cruiser rolled up behind me.
Oh god.
I was just standing there holding my sign, handing out my cards. If people wanted to talk, we talked. So this police guy rolled up. He first talked to the staff, then he talked to the fascists, then he went and talked to me. And in the end, like,
they said you were doing
the fascists had to move their stuff to the side.
Because they said that you didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
Right,
I did nothing.
I was gonna say, if they made you move, I was gonna be like, oh, that's so messed up.
Well, they lied. They were lying. They totally lied to the police.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And,
I'm sure they did, because they know they just can't be like, yeah, this guy's standing there, we want him to move. So obviously, you know, that's why I was waiting for something to happen, because I was like, there's no way that the cop's gonna be like, you gotta move just because they want you to. So
yeah, no, yeah, it was
hilarious,
surreal. But yeah,
see, that's probably better for you. I think that helps out way more than you going out there screaming. I honestly don't think that helps your cause.
Well, yeah,
when I see people out there screaming, honestly, the first thing I do is I look at Sarah and I go, dude. And like Sarah looks at me too, and it doesn't matter what they're screaming about. It could be anything, but I just don't think anybody outside screaming helps their freaking.
I understand, but
their cause.
I understand, but again, remember, at that moment I was overtaken.
No, I
had
know.
Nothing else. If there's a giant monster after you, and all you have is a rock, that's what you're gonna use.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, I saw a giant monster. All I had was a rock. That's all I had. And then,
so the cop was a win then, but that old lady was still a loss. Ooh, that old lady burns me.
Well, I think it was a win for everyone, because like, yeah, those guys got revealed as fascists. One of their signs, they took it down after I kept pointing to it. One of their signs said that Russia is our friend, and that the enemy is the U.S. government, all these U.S. government institutions.
It said Russia is our friend?
Yes, it said Russia is not our enemy. Who is the enemy? U.S., the CIA, the FBI, the U.S. government, 9/11. You know, we should be friends with Russia. I was like, man, that's when it was revealed. I mean, I've known, right? But I have an eye for it. I can see it, but other people can't really see it. But yeah, I think that sign was too much. They came out too much, because I kept pointing to it, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I get you now." Because here I am holding a sign saying that Trump is a traitor to Russia, and they are holding a sign saying Russia is our friend. It's the U.S. that's the enemy, right? These are fascists, and they're trying to recruit new people. And a young guy came up to me and wanted to talk a bit, and I gave him my card, and I told him, you know, we can talk a little bit, but really you should check out my webpage, because, you know, it's not what I'm saying, it's what I'm pointing to. And then he went and talked to the fascists. The fascists gave him this long, really eloquent spiel, but it was totally false. He can tell he was like, we're just hooking in stuff. Like, he kept talking about the Antifa. You know the Antifa? Have you heard of them?
What the heck is that?
The Antifa. The Antifa. How about that one? The Antifa.
Antifa?
Antifa. Yeah, have you heard of them?
It sounds familiar.
So yeah, they're not really a thing. Okay, so in Germany, back in the day, there were these groups of people called the anti-fascist brigade. They would find neo-Nazis and like stop them. You know, in Germany after World War II. they were just like super anti-Nazi back then. They still are, like hardcore. So the fascists over here, the alt-right, like need a boogeyman. They need to cover their actions. They need to distract attention off of them and onto something else. So they import this idea of Antifa, anti-fascists, terrorists.
Okay.
Right? And say, oh, these people want to stop us from having our free speech, quote quote. But the problem is that, like, these guys aren't really an issue for anyone except for the fascists. The only one whining about it are the fascists. Nobody else cares. So if Nazis are the only one upset about this,
yeah.
The Nazis will have these videos showing people who are dressed up in black masks, or dressed in black, attacking them or being like mean. Which, okay, sure, I can get a picture of anyone looking bad, but I'm not gonna say, I can't make a terrorist group out of it and just call it something and say, ha ha, you should look over there, don't look at me. So he was doing this spiel on this young guy that was listening. And the young guy was like, yeah, I've seen these videos. And that's the problem, the YouTube videos. Have you ever has YouTube tried to steer you over to that direction, to alt-right videos?
No, I mean, it does. Like I said, I don't spend. Oh, I only look at like video. If I don't look at video game stuff, I don't really pay attention to anything. If it's not video game related or anything, I don't even read the heading or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm noticing this a lot. YouTube is always trying to steer me to an alt-right video. And the problem with alt-right videos is that anyone can make a video. And
that's the problem nowadays in general, is anybody can make a video and throw it out there. And then you get a bunch of people that sit there and you watch it, and then those people,
and they believe it. They'll believe what it's on a video. I'll believe it.
Watching can, the guy that you're watching can be like, I'm a professor, and I mean, you don't know and all that. I know this and that, and then you believe them. I mean, someone can say that they're anybody on the internet or say anything.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you start to grow a group of people who start to get the same like-minded thinking because, they're pigeonholed into this one website. And, why would they leave? Because everybody on that website, that they're at agrees with them. So why would they go anywhere else? And then...
It's like a support group.
Yeah, it's horrible. And, and those people never, they're just like, why leave when I have everything I need here? Everybody agrees with me. Well, because, now you're never, I don't know, it's... got to have differing views. You got to listen to things like that. You can't just sit there and pigeonhole yourself into something like that.
Hey, let's go to Grandmother Mountain. Let's go to the next one. Have you been to Grandmother Mountain?
Yeah, let's go for a little bit. I got like another 10-15 minutes, then I got to start cooking.
We got to go quick, my friend, because I got... Well, no, all right. So, yes. So, I've had the cops call to me twice this week. So something's going down. Something big is going down.
Oh no.
Because they're all about state violence. No, keep going the direction you were going in.
Oh, this way?
Yeah. Hang a left.
Left?
Yeah, left.
Boom.
Dope. So yeah, and then I don't know. Okay, what scared me was that something like 80% of Republicans are on board with Trump at this point. And I'm like, how can that possibly be true? And then I look, oh, the number of Republicans is shrinking.
Oh. Everybody's hopping to a different party.
Or just going independent, yeah.
Going independent.
Like, but now I'm even afraid now of voting third party. Like the Pacific Greens, because I got tricked. last election. I voted for Pacific Greens, not knowing they were a fascist party.
What is Pacific Greens? Is that the?
It's a local regional party in Oregon.
Okay.
So I thought it was like literally like hardcore
Pacific
green.
Greens.
Yeah, I thought they were green party, like green, but like.
I like the name though. The name is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nasty.
But man, they called the cops on me because I had a sign that said Trump was a traitor. And then yeah. No way, dude. Never again. Never again.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the snow.
Okay, give me those tracks. I gotta fix it.
Did I take them?
Yeah.
Oh, I did take them. Just leave it, and then the next person that goes down the tracks will have a horrible accident. Wink, wink. Just send someone down that you don't like. Send them on down.
Nothing happens. All right, now I gotta do this fancy schmancy like. Let's see, how's it go? Like that.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So I think a lot of people are like just don't know. Like I just told you this crazy stuff. Like you believe me because like you know I would hope you believe me. But like if you don't know me, you're not gonna believe this.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
And you're
like
not gonna listen.
When you don't know someone, yeah, and they just come out of nowhere and say, especially political stuff. That's the one that I hate the most because I don't know a lot about it. So when someone tries to come up to me and talk about it, and I'm out or something like that, I'm like, oh, this person right here, you tripping.
But
you know, like this is the last thing I want to talk about.
But this is super important. This is treason. Like this is crazy. Like okay, look, here's the implications. Right? If Trump is on Team Russia, and what Trump knows, Putin knows. That means Putin knows where our troops are. He knows a bunch of secrets. He knows like anything they told Trump, Putin knows. So here's the other problem, right? We have nukes and they have nukes. And our deal is if you shoot nukes, don't shoot nukes at us because we'll shoot nukes back at you and we both die. So it's stupid. That's mutually assured destruction. We promise to shoot nukes at you if you shoot nukes at us. Well,
wait. So that's a mutual agreement between who? Like anybody?
That's haven't you heard of that? MAD, M-A-D?
No.
That's our nuclear policy now. Mutually assured destruction. You make so many nukes and you point them at the other person and you say, if you shoot your nukes at me and to destroy me, I will assure that you are destroyed as well. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
Well, yeah.
So basically,
something like that.
Basically, both countries have been staring each other down for decades like this. And anyone who gets a nuke joins the game of staring people down.
Okay, obviously, yeah. I know. I pretty much know that. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you said something totally different. It was my fault. That's why I asked you again.
Okay, now, but wait. Now, Trump is on Team Russia. Do you think Trump would do mad? Do you think he would nuke Russia if Russia nuked us?
I think they would probably get nuked regardless, even if he didn't want to. I think it would happen.
But
I don't know if he would. He's the only
one, dude. He's the only one.
Oh.
So that's the thing to think about. If our commander in chief, you know, of the whole military is compromised and he's the one with the nukes and he's the one upholding MAD, if he's compromised, MAD is no longer an issue. It's we get destroyed.
Yeah. It's crazy. And like there's a lot of people that have them now. Like everybody and their mother has them.
Nukes?
And there's people, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody, right?
Well, okay, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot. Like North Korea's got to get them because I think they're getting help from Russia.
You don't already think they don't have any?
Well, they're getting better and better at it.
But you don't think they don't already have some?
Maybe. They're just not very good with them.
Because I would say they probably have them, but they know that, you know, they're not. You know, I feel him as being just a lot of talk because he tries to use it as leverage because he knows he's kind of screwed, you know.
No, man,
he can't back down and he gets help from China and all that. Yeah, no. China and Russia. He gets help from them too.
Well, not from China so much as Russia.
You think Russia, just because Russia's like F the US anyway?
Well, Russia...
He's giving them money, or they get whatever, like natural resources or something from them.
Nuclear tech, missile tech.
No, but I mean, what does Russia get from them, though, is what I'm saying.
A destabilizing thorn in the side of both China and the US. Because Russia is not a friend of China.
I was going to say, like, wouldn't... I figured that they would kind of be mutually on the same...
No, they're not. They don't like each other. No, they don't like each other. Different cultures.
See, I find that hard to... I guess, yeah. See, and that's the thing that bothers me, too. It's so hard for different... I mean... All it is just all these different cultures, and it's so hard for everybody to get together, you know, to get along.
No, look at here, right? If it wasn't for Trump, we'd be awesome. Well, if it wasn't for the Republicans, if it wasn't for the Confederacy, America'd be great. And that's where we're heading to. We're heading to a period of time when we've finally defeated the Confederacy. Because honestly, Kevin, that's what's going down, right? This is the second Civil War in a way, a Cold War. This is the spirit of the Confederacy coming back, trying to take over the country. Like, it had to get outside help in the form...
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff that's happened recently that I was like, I didn't ever think I'd see stuff like that. You know, like those rallies that they're having. Oh, watch behind you. Oh, Robert, watch behind you. Oh, good God. Oh, you got so lucky. Your stuff was gone, sir.
Thanks for the warning, though,
Don't look at me, creeper. You better get away from me. Don't look at me.
I was all,
Oh, God, I should have just let it blow up on you. That would have been great. I was just... It would have been better... Oh, God, he's coming after me. He's jumping up there. Holy crap. It would have been better, but I didn't have it on video, so I was like, no, it's not really going to...
Yeah, it would have just been like, oh, what's that? I don't have sound.
If it was on video, it would have been good. He would have been like, oh.
Yeah, I would have been upset. He was
but like all those rallies, the Ku Klux Klan and all that stuff was like, dude, that is so crazy to see that.
Oh, well, the Republican Party, the Republican National Convention for 2020 is planned to be in Charlottesville. Do you know Charlottesville, Virginia? The place where the Nazis killed Heather Heyer?
I don't know. It's just so crazy.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay, so last year, the Nazis, the Confederates, and the KKK had a big national rally in Charlottesville. Is
that the one where they ran her with the car?
They ran over Heather Heyer with a car and killed her. The Republican National Convention is going to be in that city this year, or for 2020. They're Confederates, dude. The Republican Party has turned into a Confederate Party. That's what they are. They're the Confederates. I keep telling you that. They're Confederates.
Just like you see that happen, you're like, all right, so obviously it's a little hot over there. Let's have a convention over there, you know? It's like,
because they're Confederates.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just
it's supposed to. They're saying, look how awesome we are.
They're just being blatant with it, basically.
Yes,
now, right?
yes.
Like,
because they're saying it's okay to come out now, is what they're saying. It's okay to come out now. That's what they want to say. So they had been coming out, and I didn't realize it. Like that whole Pacific Green Party, that whole 9/11 thing, I thought was just a joke. But man, now I see what it is. It's a fascist front. Like, it's disinformation. It's meant to weaken the American institutions and faith in American government and American society. It wants everyone to not believe in America. Because when you don't believe in America, that's when fascism can take over. Where you have no democracy, where you can't trust anybody else except for your quote own kind, because that's what they really believe. They're brain damaged. They think that, you know, they're brain damaged by racism. The racism has broken their thought process, so they can't really think clearly. And you know, maybe it's like the Matrix, right? Like, people fight to maintain it, even if it doesn't help them. They still fight to maintain it because they're plugged into it. And we have to, if we can free their minds, we should do it. But not everyone can be freed like that.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Like,
I gotta get off soon, but that was the line.
Penned yourself in, man. Now you're stuck.
I had a
going nowhere.
tetanus shot this week. I got bit in the finger by a dang cat.
Oh, ooh, cat bites are bad. Did you go to the doctor?
Oh yeah.
Did
No,
they
I
make-
just had to get a tetanus shot.
Yeah, dude. Oh god, that's awful.
Yeah, it sucked. Like I wasn't gonna go, but everybody kept telling me to go, and I was like, no.
Yeah, cat
Like
bite.
all I need to do is just lick it and then just freaking put some Neosporin on it. That's what I was gonna do, and everybody's like, no. So they made me go. I hadn't had a tetanus shot, honestly, like probably since I was in like 9 or 10, 11.
Oh,
like
oh
guaranteed.
man, yeah, get your shots.
I was like, no, man. I was like, forget the shot hurt more than the cat bite.
Ah,
It did.
It's an
Tetanus
adult
shots
pain.
suck. Oh
You're-
god.
Adult pain, like. it's-
Yeah, and then now because he bit me, like I had to try to give him a pill, and like I was trying to dump it in his mouth, and it
Oh.
slipped, and then the tooth went right on in.
Oh.
And he was an old nasty cat, you know, and he had literally, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, he had a popped eyeball. His eyeball is popped.
Oh.
Like I mean popped, fool. Like it's popped.
Oh, yuck.
Like, yeah. And he's all, you know, he's all old and he's one of those old scruffy looking cats. So getting bit by him was even worse, you know. I was like, oh god, this, you know, he looks rough. You know, I was like, great. And he's a new client too. He's like a newer one, so we don't really know too much. You have his records, but it's like, oh great.
Put that in. Put that in the record. This goes on your
Yeah.
permanent record.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna make some food for me and Sarah now. I think it's gonna be chorizo time.
All right, sir. Well, I hope you can help spread the word of what's going down. Like, take a look at my Facebook page if you need more info.
Mhm.
But let people know that Trump is a traitor. Don't let them doubt it, because he's trying to do the. Do you know about the book 1984? They make you read that in high school.
No, and if they did, I didn't read it.
It's a good book, man. 1984.
I'm
But
not.
in-
See, I'm not a book reader.
in
I'll
this-
go to audible.com.
Okay, well, yeah, try that. But 1984 is by George Orwell. What they do in this book, like, is like the government kind of is oppressive in the book. It's a fascist government in the book. But what they do is the government directs the people to hate in a certain direction, at a certain group, and every day at a certain time they all do this group hate session where they all hate the thing. So they're doing their normal group hate session, and in the middle of it, some news comes down the wire, and everyone stops, and the announcer says, no, we're not at war with these guys, you know, these guys are our friends. Now we're at war with these guys over here, who used to be our friends, but now they're the bad guys. It's always been this way. It's never been different. And they start, like, hating, and everyone just changes and starts hating in the opposite direction. And the narrator's watching this happen, going, what the hell is happening? What? Because he's supposed to be programmed like them, but he's not. So he's trying to break free, but he's watching this happen. He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So he's conscious of it. He sees it happening. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. Trump is trying to make us turn directions by saying that people who just hacked us are actually our friends. And the people who have been with us forever, those are actually our enemies. What? Who are you going to believe? The US? The Dutch? The Australians? The English? The French?
Oh, not the French.
The
I heard some
Swedish?
stuff about the French. They're great people. I'm just playing.
Cheese, man. Don't never diss their cheese. Their cheese is wonderful.
You know what? I love bread.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Oh.
bread is like, oh, I love bread. And like bread with like butter is like, I'm not like, I love it. Like I could never get rid of carbs, like all gone. But like, oh, bread. Like a good sandwich with like good bread is like, oh.
Yeah. So bread makes it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go here pretty soon. The kids are starting to freak out, as you can hear.
Okay. Yep. All right, Captain
Yeah,
Pones. Thank you for coming along for once again.
Not a problem. Sorry about
Please.
being late. I had to go grab some stuff.
No, that's all right. It was outside your control. Things. Please do check out my website to show that I'm not just pulling things out of my butt. Like
No.
there are actual like news organizations.
Well,
that
at
back
least
me up.
these things I know you're not pulling out of your butt. Trust me, I know that. I don't need to know what else you're doing. It's okay.
All right, senor. All right, everyone out there in internet land and in the future. Thank you for coming along and listening, and we will see you another time. Peace.
Be good to everybody. Peace out.